And that was the late, great Luther Vandross with The House is Not a Home. That was a live performance from the NAACP Awards. Luther was a man. What you think about that, 4-5? You like that, Luther? I mean, yeah. And I even seen Miss Johnson tried to serenade us before we got it right back there, man. But, but nah, I mean that's what it's about, man. Making sure everybody feel comfortable, feel at home. But like I say, man, we back with Miss Johnson, and like I said, we still talking state courts at 788. And it's like she said earlier, it's a lot of politics going on in this. Just realistically, me and 4-5, we talk all the time. It's a lot of money gonna go around, and there's a lot of people want their hands on some of this new money. And I understand their mindset, but once again, everything has to be in the best interest of the people. We voted it in. We voted it in a certain way. We expected it to come out a certain way, but when you don't vote for the candidate, hey, I mean, this is what you end up with, like you say. But we got ways to work around that. Miss Johnson wants to be she wants to be the director of the board, and if not, I say, hey, go for the spot right under. We got to get you at the table. Some kind of way, some kind of how. You have to be in the room. Somebody that we can trust as being an honest reporter to the people of what's going on in these rooms. Because, like you said earlier, there's a lot of meetings and stuff that went on, and the people were not involved, were not informed. They don't know nothing that really went on in a lot of these meetings. And that's the part that I'm like, no, this isn't right.
Well, but what's done in the dark is coming to the light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's a blessed assurance that we can celebrate.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the politics and money because I'm still trying to work this out in my mind. I ran for office, first of all, knowing I didn't have any money.
Yeah.
And wanting to make the case that if you could get the people's vote, you didn't need the money.
Yeah.
But, the money is the bottom line. It's the thing that is dictating behaviors.
Yeah.
I'll keep saying it. I needed and wanted to keep it real with the voters about the party.
Yeah.
You got Democrats and Republicans and independents, but the party that I belong to as a Democrat has challenges. I mean, the Bernie and Hillary piece is still alive and well as a preferred approach for the Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm.
How those establishment traditional people, values in charge, figure out ways to remain in power, and it really is about the haves and the have-nots, even within the party.
Yeah.
And who can throw the money around.
Yeah.
And who can bring the money, and how much money are we going to get out of it. And everybody's got a special interest, a hand in the pot in this process. And then when that translates into what happens when it's time to vote and who is being paid to do certain things,
Yeah.
to misrepresent information. And all of that is what characterizes politics.
Yeah.
And so just politics equals money, and follow the money. How much money are people getting paid? Are people getting jobs? Or, are checks going to churches? Or what's going on in the political money game? And that's why I ran, because here is a candidate who had the experience, the knowledge, the background, the skills, the ability, everything. And I'm a woman and I'm a black person. So everybody on the front end is saying, well, she'll never win because she's a black person. Well, she'll never win because she's a woman, right? Well, she'll never win because the system is rigged politically.
Yeah.
And the system is so good that it has the people blindfolded to what's being done to them. So they don't realize that to get what they really wanted, they should have voted for me.
Yeah.
Because, number one, I didn't have the money to tell them. But number two, the people who did have the money also had the power to lead them the way they led them, and they even used their leaders to do it.
Yeah.
The politics and the money, and how do we get out of that? How do we break that cycle? And I think it's possible. I just think it's going to take a sustained effort of scientific approach of who is where, how are they voting, how do they know when to vote, how do we guarantee that they vote? And, I'm still thinking about what are the solutions based on what just came through, right?
Yeah.
How to vote, but also educating and exposing the corruption that is so rampant in the political scenes in Oklahoma.
Yeah, and that's something that with this upcoming election, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get with you and some other people to make sure that some of those things are, like you say, exposed. We have to get the people to understand first about voting, and that's something that, and that's another show for another Saturday. But it's just one of the things you said to people. We got to be able to reach the people to make sure, hey, listen, if you want this, you have to go with this. If this is going bad, then you don't want to vote this person in. You don't want to vote that person in because they're connected to this other person. And that goes into the teacher school pay. Last year, teachers turned out large numbers. People turned out large numbers. They got what I equate to as a duct tape fix. And they don't even know it just yet. But the craziest part about it is normally the teachers and the principals, they're sending paperwork home with the kids the first week of school. So you should understand that there is something wrong. Over the course of the last, let's say 10 years or so, the amount of school supplies that parents have had to buy has increased. And every parent will tell you that this stuff is high, they have to buy this, they have to buy that. Well, it's because the schools are not getting the funding that they used to get. And like she said, a lot of it turns out to be politics. They gave a quick fix, and most people don't understand that money is going to be gone at the end of the year. They'll be right back where they were. So does everybody want to take off work for another 2 weeks and have to look after their kids and not make any income? Mm-hmm.
They got sent back for the test.
Yeah. Remember we said that, when we said that earlier, we was like, what about the testing that's going? The teachers, they thought of it, and it was a strategic move. But, it's, I guess, the politicians.
The teachers didn't quit.
Yeah.
The leadership quit.
Yeah. And that's, I guess.
Because somebody got to the leader and said, well, they've got to take these tests because we have a contract.
Yeah.
And that contract will tell us how many prison beds we need.
Yeah. It's and that's the politics side of it.
Yeah.
And and most people don't even understand, and it's right in front of their face.
That's what hurts me, that I don't know how to get them, how to tell them, how to make sure they hear this.
Yeah.
This is a start.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we're gonna work on it.
It's so much.
It's
so
a lot.
Dumbed down. So on purpose.
Yeah.
So just really tease me off how they disregard the people.
Yeah.
And play them this way. And people got a responsibility because we're letting them.
Yeah.
It's 50-50. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's where we as people who know a little bit about it must spread the word by any means necessary. If
you
we wanted,
young folks.
I mean,
young folks.
I'm getting,
we help you. We gonna
getting
help you.
yeah. I mean, help us out. You know what I'm saying? Whisper something to me. I'm not afraid to.
you.
I'm not afraid to. Be the, yeah. Yeah.
Praise God. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime.
Right.
Yeah, so anytime that you want to come out to the show, you got something that was on your mind, and you like, yeah. If you want,
really, right.
You know, even if you just gotta call the line, be like, hey, I was thinking about something, guys. You know, call us and we'll lock in and we'll make sure that it gets out. You know, because I know, like I said, this is something that you've done for a while, and I know some things, you know, you probably kind of look over, but some things probably stick with you for a while.
And it's like that's pretty consistent. Like I say, I've been in down mode, and I know I'll come out.
Yeah.
Right. And what will I come out and do?
Yeah.
Is the question. And this is an important part. It was always about education for me.
Yeah.
I'm a teacher's kid, two teachers' kids. I'm a teacher, and I know that education is at the root of everything we do. If we're not educated, we can't get it.
Yeah.
So this community talk show radio format perhaps also offers me the opportunity to do something that I had thought about, which is to come on and have these serious talks about everything I keep alluding to today. And I'm not saying it because I'm going to need your guidance in how to say it right. But it's going to get said. And it's time for a new sheriff in town. It's time for folks to get out of the way. Let's just say lead, follow, or get out of the way. It's time for out with the old. The poor guidance that our community received is unacceptable. It's almost as bad, it's worse when it's coming from our people deceiving us. And they're doing it at the behest of those people who have been deceiving all of us forever. Come on, how long we're going to have to be subject to this? And who's going to say something, ever?
I am. I'm gonna say a couple words about it.
Okay.
Right, you know, and
I think others have. Did you know how many votes did I get? I know y'all know the stats. I don't know. It was 130-something thousand, right?
It was for like I say, compared to the amount of people that voted for State Question 788, I was disappointed.
But that's not the point. I got more votes than the Republicans. Y'all give me a little something, right? But I got the back support of 130-something thousand people. A voice they believed in, a voice they bought into, a voice that was true, blue, consistent, and it will not change, right? Those voices need a platform as well. And they got it. But there's even more to educate them so that they know they have it and they can become the satellites to get others to get it. Because but for time and money, we had the right message. We just needed to get it to all the people.
I mean, that's something we're going to work on, 4-5. Man, I hate this hour done went by so fast, man. It's so much, but nah, man, we alright, man. We in here. Oh, man, that's all. That's a lot.
Well, we got time to say it.
Oh yeah. And
okay.
And we, like I say, me and 4-5, we looking at something upcoming. You know, where
let's talk.
You know, where we gonna stretch some things out. We working on some things, and we got a little time and a little space. You know,
I just needed a break.
Yeah, don't worry, we got you.
I'm taking, and that's what I'm saying. We have time. My time is so encumbered with my mom right now, and that's real for me. I wouldn't be who I am if not for my mother. And I think everybody appreciates that. And God brings us to things in His time. And so I'm grateful that in some regards the race is over, because my mom has been in this declining state since 2 months after I announced. So nobody really knew that on the backside
you was going through
I'm being a caregiver.
Yeah.
I'm so honored to be a caregiver. I'm so honored that I wrote legislation 35 years ago about the caregiver institution, right? So everything is panning out. My mom's situation getting more scheduled, you know, and that's why I was late this morning, so I apologize. But we got time.
Yeah.
And we have to use our time. We have to seize the time.
Seize the time.
Seize the time.
But man, we're going to get ready to wrap it up.
All
Once
right.
again, Ms. Johnson, we thank you for coming in. once again, family of the show, open door policy, open phone call policy, and we're gonna do some work together. I got a few ideas. We're gonna do some work. People got to get educated in order to make some changes. We can't keep settling for the same old thing and expecting something different. It just doesn't work like that. Um, so once again, we're gonna get ready to get out of here. 4-5, what you got up for today, man? Also, the Liberian Community Association, the gala, Liberian Cultural Gala, celebrating the Liberian Independence Day, is tonight. Want more information on it? You can contact Miss Monique Wilshire at moniquewilshire@gmail.com. Her phone number 405-505-9292, or you can visit the lcaokc.org website for more ticket information. Other than that, man, I gotta work this evening, work tomorrow. But man, I think I'm gonna write this song, man. I think I'm gonna do the R. Kelly remix. He got a song out called "I Admit It." It's 19 minutes long. I don't think it's gonna be that long, but yeah, man. I don't know. I feel good. I'm in the music, man, and I'm like. Hey, other than that, man, get out of here, man. I'm good, man. But like I told you, man, I'm getting better, man, and that's something that I haven't been at in a while, and it's go time, man. It's go time. It's go time. Like I told you last weekend, man. I'm so over focused, man. I'll rest later on, man. We got to go with it. But other than that, once again, Ms. Johnson, final words?
Yes, I'm asking special prayer for the family of Mr. Joe Simmons, who's being funeralized today at 11, and for my mom and our family, and just for our community.
For our community.
Yes.
All right, 4-5, man. That's it. Let's get out of here. What you got back there, man?